Hi there, Leos. This is Kim here to do your next 3-day energy messages. Whatever spirit guides and your angels want to send through me, I will pass along the message. So let's use Kim Krans Wild Unknown alchemy deck and her archetype deck to start us off. And it's such a pleasure having you here. Wherever you're watching from, let me know if you want to in the comments, or just tell me how you're doing, how you feel. All right. Messages for Leo, please. Messages for Leo. What messages do you have for Leo? Oh, the crone. I love the crone. It's on the bottom, but I'm going to have it as part of your message because the crone is a very wise, you may resonate with old soul, a person who they're able to see the higher perspective of everything. In that sense, they're able to almost tap into past, present, future at the same time. They have a lot of wisdom. They know that what goes up comes down and that there are cycles to everything. And there's something very interesting about that. We have the self, we have the bardo, and I have agape. Whoa. Whoa. Big energy. Okay, this is unconditional love. Big energy. This is the love that unites every single thing out there. It connects me to you. It connects all of the things that you do. And unconditional love, it's how the connections are there, and it's apparently what you're working with here. Finding a new aspect of yourself. Leo's getting a new identity, I feel like, because this self card, we have the pearl, almost like that's the crone within you. That's the wisdom that you have gained. But this is about self-expression and expressing a new part of the self. So with the bardo here, you can feel like you're in the in-between, you know, the in-between. And sometimes the bardo can feel a little lost, a little like wandering at times, okay? So because it's in limbo, it's in between. I'm getting a feeling like being in this space, connecting with unconditional love, has done something for the self, has brought out a new aspect of the self that will be expressed. It's like once Leo comes out of the bardo, there's something here that was infused in you, and it's going to be expressed in a different way. It's a whole new identity for Leos. And there's something here about your vision too. Your third eye, your pineal gland might be pretty wide open at this time with that eye like front and center here. Sugar. You are attracting the good stuff, the sweet stuff. And this is perfect for this bardo feeling. So lead card is like, well, for one, it brings out an element to me of protection. It can be a heavy period here where you're transitioning, going from something that looked completely different into a completely new place. So to me, this is like those maybe even decisions that are associated with making a transition. This is that step in between. This is like the bardo, that lead. It's a new, not only, it will, of course, a new experience, a new you. You have this smoke card. There's something here that you don't see. It can be chaotic right now. We have the chaos card. But you know what? I'm feeling like there's something to be created here, even in that space. There's something that we don't see. How much wisdom we contain, how magical, and not just that, again with the salt, how protected you are. So right now, okay, the energy in general right now is chaotic. It there's so much stuff going on right now. The smoke, I'm seeing the smoke as when a tower collapses, it's already collapsed. The change is already made, but then there's all this smoke that gets thrown up into the air, or debris, cloudiness. And so we might be just viewing something as chaos when actuality is the towers already fell. The biggest change has already happened. Now it's just, can we see through this? And I think that your wisdom is your magic during this time. So yeah, they're completely acknowledging that this is maybe chaotic time for, you know, lots of people at this time. So use your intuition and your wisdom to see through the smoke, or to get you through a chaotic time in your life. All right. Now we're going to pull the next 3 days. Actually, you know what? I want to do, let's pull some from the 108 Oracle first. And then I'll do the tarot. Yeah, let's do that. So purity, purification, protection through a chaotic time, through this bardo, through this limbo, and it's like you emerge as a new person. Brilliance here with the mind, brilliance. Timing card of, you know, it might be of when some sort of big invention or something takes place in your life. I have this winter season, which is like December. It's the end of the year when something might actually come together, but I feel like it's related to an invention or something that you have come up with, setting a trend, like when something really, really takes off. Innovation, imagination, creative. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You are gonna, like, the message that's coming through is you are going to be a totally new being, human being, totally transformed from the inside out. And they're saying, like, if you feel like it's darkness here with the eclipse, if you feel like you're not seeing the results maybe you thought you had, just wait until by the end of the year. There's something here about you being almost unrecognizable to yourself. Things are going to change that drastically because you're in alignment for this. So 2, 3, 4 might be a number that is something you've been seeing. Overshadow, loss of power. It's a sudden darkness, but it only lasts a little while. Yeah. I think the amount of progress you're going to make, and it just keeps on, it's going to keep on piling on itself until you get to here. There's something very significant about the end of the year being like a major, this is when it's all going to be so visible to you that everything was worth it along the way. Hot air balloon, balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow to rise above, a new perspective, untouchable, ascension, and feeling good. Also, let me say that eclipse has union of opposites here too. As soon as I said union of opposites, or like opposites coming together, I have within a few days. So an undeniable, life-changing transformation, completion around the end of the year. Within a few days, you're going to be feeling something that lets you know you're being lifted up, that you're ascending, and you may be, there may be like an opposite of maybe a love match here that's like an opposite. As I say love match, I have the tandem bicycle. So that might be coming in for you too. Tandem Bicycle says synchronized alliance, duo, partnership, in unison, equality, collaboration, to hook up, two of a kind, join, and consensus. Okay, this is all connected to this unconditional love. Tell me what else is connected to the unconditional love here for Leo, please. Yeah. Wealth, resources, the ones you needed with the sap, feeling good and energized and full of life. And what is attached to this unconditional love is the cake card of all cards to get. This is the best one for weddings, for Wands energy here. Ceremony, party, honor, remember, recognize, anniversary, award ceremony. You'll be celebrating. That's what the unconditional love is bringing in. And for some of you all, it's bringing in a significant match here. Might look different on the outside. Might be opposites attract. But they're saying to me it's a match. It will be a match. All right. Strength. Okay, so this is the part where we're going to do some individual energies for each day. And then this is the card that I was going to put right under here, okay, underneath the December, towards the end of the year. This is why it's worth putting in effort. Your 10 of Pentacles. It's why everything's gonna be just so worth it here. So this is completion. It's wealth. It's prosperity, and it's feeling safe, secure. Wow. Yeah, it's your completion about wealth. It is your completion. I have, for your day one, which is when you're watching this, by the way, I have Judgment energy, and I have the 2 of Wands. It's going to be very clear to you that there is a path that is organized, arranged by your source God creator energy, by your angels. It's going to kind of inspire you to make plans and more specific steps along your path. So the more progress, the more you add to your plan of what path you want to go on. 2 of Wands is alignment, is focus, is planned and prepared. And Spirit says, look, there's going to be some sort of complete resurrection or rebirth in some area of your life, maybe the whole freaking thing, especially with self. And you're being told to prepare for this with this card. Spirit wants you to prepare. This is big. And this Judgment energy is beautiful in the sense that it might be talking about an announcement here that's going to be made. Yeah. So for those of you looking for love, or feel like you have a soulmate out there, or somebody that's divinely guided to you, this is saying yes. love, announcing, and all of those things. Yeah, not to give up on that feeling that that's what's happening. And remember, it gets developed in spirit first. Everything does that we create. So the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles is what you're building. Like persistence. Don't give up. Also, signs, synchronicities. This 4 of Pentacles in particular is kind of interesting, because they have somebody here who's kind of like holding his hands to his ears. He just doesn't want to hear what others have to say. You know why? Because you've been getting signs to work on your own stability and your own foundation here, to assert yourself up, and so protect your energy while you're building this. because it's going to lead to the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, for your day 3 energy, the number 3 coming out, the Ace of Cups. Together, that's 13 too. So I wouldn't be surprised if some situations are going out of your life as a new one is entering your life. The Ace of Cups, the new beginning in something very loving. The Empress, over all of the queens, what she makes is abundant. What she provides is love and care to many, many people. She's able to. Whew. This is like mastering, male or female. If you're in the Empress energy, you have mastered everything that the queens have when it comes to receiving. So receiving that strong spiritual insight and wisdom and intelligence like the wise salt. Receiving and giving love, knowing that you've got to fill up your cup first. Somebody who knows how to take care of themselves. Also, finances. Usually she's associated with a cornucopia of creation because it's the major arcana. It's not a small player here that you are. You are not the small player. Whew. And inspiration and passion, and she knows how to give and receive that also. Impeccably the best in the tarot to do that. So Spirit gives you a big Ace of Cups. It gives you a new beginning in something. It gives you good news about a new path. And I will say that for some of you all that are looking for news specifically with pregnancy or regards to adding a child to the family, then that looks like that looks like that's the gift there with those two combined. Okay, so a loving new thing that you're going to birth to life. How beautiful. Tell me more about the focus on being planned and prepared. Page of Swords. Okay, the Page of Swords is flipping in the reverse. So I have a feeling that there's a little bit more information for you to get. Okay, I have the Ten of Cups too. So Page of Swords reverse and the Magician and the Ten of Cups. Beautiful cards. This is my, I think it's called Magic Mushroom or Midnight Mushroom or something like that. Okay, so Page of Swords reverse means there's some sort of more information for you to get. I will also say that there could be somebody that's really looking at you intently. I don't know if that's actually wanted here, if it's in the reverse, because there's somebody that sees that that you are manifesting your heaven on earth. This could be somebody who's envious or jealous and they're watching, but look what they're watching. They're watching you achieve things. They're watching you step into the Magician energy, knowing that you are that fifth element that is needed to control all the other elements in order to manifest. You are spirit. And you have fire, water, earth, air to work with. You already know that in this role, and that's the role you're in, and it is manifesting. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You have security, stability, protection, finances flowing in really well. And I really feel like with this card coming out, it is because this new identity of yourself, it comes from a place of unconditional love. Okay, so it's making it that much easier here to manifest. So tell me a little bit here about the Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, that Leo's maybe taking action on something you are building. Good news. Taking action on something that you're building. You have extremely good news coming in. I also have the Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands is a good news card, and it also is letting you know. And look, I think, wow, yeah, I think within a few days you're going to get some very good news that says, I can go forward now. I can keep going. I can maybe travel. I can elevate. I can ascend in some way, because that is ascending. The 7 to the 8. also with what you're building and your stability, and maybe this beautiful ability for Leo to say, you know what, I'm the sun, I'm the pioneer, and I am going to block out what other people say, because look, there's a big, beautiful Ace of Pentacles that Spirit is giving to you, and I feel like it's because you've protected your energy as the pioneer, as the sun. This is so nice. All right, so what is this big time creation with the Empress and the Ace of Cups? Your Two of Wands, something to prepare for. Look, you're moving away from anything that was dissatisfying or not good for you anymore. Eight of Cups. I can almost see the Eight of Cups as being like a pattern remover. You know, when we get stuck in a loop where we're in a pattern where it's just the same old thing, it's all piled up and it's not what we want anymore. So this is about your focus on this. And the Sun. I think we'll close it out with the Sun and the Six of Cups, a significant soulmate energy. The Sun, this is you, this is your energy. It's bright, everyone can see it. You're leading in some way. Just by you being you, you're going to be leading, and that's beautiful. So those are your messages today. I do have private readings available if you want one. The information's in the description box below. They take about 48 hours to get back to you. Usually at the most, they would. Whoa. I feel like I thought I saw one foot. I have number 18. Also, the 18th of the month might be significant for you, or the 18th of August, excuse me. You are both open-minded, open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave the world better than you found it. Ensure your goals are aligned with the highest good of all. I am kind-hearted. And 8, your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. So I am successful. And then we have this ascending numbers. Again, ascending. It's, you see what I'm seeing? Like the 24 says, I am generous. And it's talking about your heart and unconditional love that you hold, that you carry. But also it's combined with the 25, which is the mind and the intelligence that you bring, the awareness you bring into the world. So there is something here that they're saying with this combination of connecting with the heart and the mind and creating from that space, glowing from that space. So you're on the right path, I think, here. Yeah, that's what I have for you. I'm sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me. Bye.